It was messy. I said, ooh, child, let me get out of here because the girls are fighting. I said, no thank you. I don't want to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I got my little tail and I got out of there. Back with another video. We are back with my year in review part 2. I know you guys have made it through the first half of my 2020 year, quarter 1 and quarter 2. Y'all see it was jam-packed. How many trips did I go on? I went to New York, Philly, Dallas, LA, Daytona. Five trips in 5 months. So yeah, I was in them streets. I was having a good time. So now let's hop right into San Juan, Puerto Rico. Okay. Now I just told y'all I was in the streets. So in 2020, I was actually quarantining. I was inside. I was not traveling. I was following all the CDC rules. Like, I was doing the right thing. So much that I was just like, I am tired of this. So when 2021 came, I was like, you know what? After I went through the whole New York thing and having to leave my apartment, I was like, this is my time to live my life. There's not going to be too many more times in my life where I'm just going to be able to up and go when I get ready. And, you know. So I kicked it off with the Dallas trip, and then we got to San Juan, Puerto Rico in June. This was beginning of the summer, and Adriana's birthday is in June, and so is my friend Nicole's. No, my friend Nicole's birthday is in July. Adriana's birthday is in June, but I told them, I'm looking like, look, nah, we living our best life, but we still gotta be reasonable. So I said, let's do y'all birthdays together since you guys both have summer birthdays. So we chose dates in between, and that's how we made that work. So as I told y'all, I had been in the streets, and in order to go to San Juan, Puerto Rico, you had to have a negative PCR test, not just the rapid. You had to have a negative PCR test. I told you I had been in the streets, so there was very much a chance that I could be infected, but so I hadn't got tested. I usually when I went on the trips, I was very thoughtful of my family. Well, my family was not playing with me. They was like, you're gonna quarantine in that room for at least 10 days. So most of the time between my trips, I would quarantine in my room, and I had to work anyway, so it was no big deal. So for San Juan, Puerto Rico, I needed a negative COVID test. I had just came back from LA and New Orleans and Bourbon Street, and I was living life on the edge. Yes, I was. I know. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that this is the thing to do, but I'm just telling ya the truth. I was living life on the edge, so I had to get that negative test. Y'all, I got stressed Mama out, Nicole out, Adriana out. So I was like, oh my gosh, what if the test is negative? Like, what if the test is positive? I'm not gonna be able to go. I already paid all this money. We have this itinerary. The hotel is in my. I was just going crazy. So I went to Walgreens, and I set up a self-testing swab. So I was able to swab myself. Mama was with me, and when we went, I put the swab in my nose, and here come Mama. D, you need to make sure you put it all the way up in your nose. So I put it further, and we got tested, and I remember like it was yesterday, we were sitting down eating dinner. I got the results, and they called me, and they was asking me all these questions, and I was like, are you asking me these questions to confirm it's me, or do I have COVID? But luckily enough, I did not have COVID. My test did come back negative. Thank God. I kind of did want to know just to make sure, because I didn't want to be a menace to society. Like, if I knew I had some type of, if I had the C word, I did not want to pass that on to anyone. So we got a negative test. When we got a negative test, you have to have it within 72 hours of leaving. This was in June. I don't know if the rules have changed, but you had to have a negative test within 72 hours of leaving for the trip. So once I got my negative test, I made my hair appointment, I made my lash appointment, I made everything, because I was holding out on that, because I'm like, well, I don't want to pay all this money and I ain't gonna be able to go. So we got there, and we had a very nice hotel. I had so much fun in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Well, if you guys have been following, if you're a little behind, I hadn't been traveling international, so this was my first technically international trip. So I was so nervous because I enjoyed traveling domestically, but in 2022 I do plan to take one international trip, and I do really want to go to Mexico as well, but the thought of having to get tested to come back into the United States just don't sit right with my soul. So in Puerto Rico, we went ATV riding, and that was so much fun. We went in the rainforest. Oh, I wish I would have had my GoPro. I'll get to that part. But my dad and my mom bought me a GoPro for my birthday in October. But I didn't have the GoPro when I went to San Juan, which is probably the reason that they got it for me, because I was ranting and raving. I had so much fun. We went on the ATV tour, and it started raining in the rainforest. I know, like we knew that this was an option, but I didn't really care because I had braids in and my lashes. I didn't really care. So once my hair got wet, it was like, okay, child, what I gotta lose now? So I had so much fun. It was pouring down raining. I didn't wear any makeup, so I didn't have any problems. I did have water in my face, probably from like my lotion. It made my eyes burn a little bit, but it wasn't unbearable. So one of my favorite experiences this year was riding in the rainforest in San Juan on those ATVs, and I was not scared, because y'all know when I went to Vegas, I didn't ride the ATVs because I got a little scared, because I didn't feel like they was sturdy enough for. I'm a nice sized girl, and I ain't want the thing to give out on me. But the ones in Puerto Rico, those things were sturdy. Like that thing would have flipped me over if anything. And I got my hair braided. And then I got my little, I got my pictures in my dress. And the dress, that's the funny thing. I had ordered so much clothes to go on that trip. And me and mom was shopping in Ross. And we saw that dress. It was like maybe like $10, if that. It was on clearance, and it happened to be in my size. I said, okay, let's get it. And that dress was so pretty in those pictures. I was like, this dress was made for this. It was blowing in the wind. They got me right. Those pictures were so beautiful, and y'all know how I felt about the food in San Juan. So and then what else? I'm looking at the pictures, y'all. Look at it. Oh, and then after San Juan, Puerto Rico, I went to Orlando. I went to Orlando with Gabby and her friend. It was her friend's birthday, and at that point I was just living my best life. I was like, I'm not gonna postpone enjoyment. I'm off these days. They're going these days. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. And I went to Orlando, and I've been going to Orlando for my entire life. Like, I've gone to Orlando at least once or twice every year of my life, but I have never been to the club scene or like the night festivities. So we went to this this club, and we just had so much fun. Like, I did not know. The first night we went to a professional mixer, and it was a vibe. Ooh, did I tell y'all? I did tell y'all about the guy who got into the fight. Child, that girl poured that drink on him. No, he poured a drink on her, and then she turned around and poured a drink on him. It was messy. I said, ooh, child, let me get out of here, because the girls are fighting. I said, no thank you. I don't want to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I got my little tail and I got out of there. So that first night, that was at a professional mixer. And then the second night we went to a another club. What was the name of it? Y'all check my TikTok because I added everything there. And then in June was really where like my life was like, okay, every weekend in June I had something to do. So I think the first weekend in June I went to Puerto Rico. The second weekend in June I went to Orlando. The third weekend in June I went to one of my friends' wedding. And then the fourth weekend in June, I think it was Trey's birthday. No, not Trey's birthday, Trey's graduation. Yeah. And then, no, yeah, it was Trey graduation one weekend, and then the next day I had to go to Miami for Adriana's birthday because she's been there for me the whole year, and she just was like, yeah, just slide to Miami for my birthday and we just gonna chill. So in June, I went to San Juan, Puerto Rico. I went to a wedding. I went to Orlando. I went to Miami, and I went to my brother's graduation, all in 1 month. So June I was booked and busy, and y'all know I still have to work and I still had to produce content for y'all. So June was like, woo, child, we barely made it. And then in July, yep, here come the wedding pictures. We had Trey a little in July we had Trey a graduation party, which was on the 4th of July. We had it here at the house, and that was an awesome time. Congratulations, Trey, on graduating from high school. And we did all our content on that. And then we went on family vacation to Charlotte. Okay, so y'all, family vacation. Tell me about your family vacations in the comments. I love my family to death, but family vacation is a time to get through. So this year, Mom wanted to do something new. So we wanted to do a road trip. We drove to Charlotte, North Carolina. From Charlotte, we drove to Columbus, Ohio. From Columbus, Ohio, we drove to Gainesville, Florida. And then from Gainesville, we drove to Orlando, Florida, then back home. Y'all, that was a long trip. And then in Columbus, we got stuck in traffic for like 3 or 4 hours. So it was already like a 15-hour drive. It turned into like an 18-hour. It was ridiculous. It was a long time. My face had just gotten so swollen, like my legs were swollen. I was in the car for a long time. I was like, oh my gosh. But we had so much fun. So I did get to go to Columbus, Ohio. I didn't do any videos there because I didn't find any black-owned restaurants that look appetizing to go on dining with Diasha. So comment down below and let me know if I just missed it, or is just comment down below and let me know where should I go in Columbus, Ohio, because I'm willing to go back. So we went to all those places for family vacay. And then, yep, here come the Columbus pictures. We went back to Orlando. Like I told you guys, I went to Orlando in June, but we went back to Orlando to do one of our cousins' excursions. So we went ATV riding, and I made a TikTok and it went viral. I still have no idea why that happened, but I'm not mad it happened. So yeah, we did ATV riding. I did a TikTok on it. It's on my TikTok. Go check it out. We just had a good time. It was a quick trip. We went to Orlando, and that was in July. Where else? And then I went to Fort Myers. You guys saw all the content on that, and you guys know why I chose Fort Myers. And then, yeah. Let me see. Oh, so that was in July. So what was I doing in I'm trying to see what I was doing in August and September. What was I doing in August? I was chilling. Yeah, I was chilling in August, y'all. So in August, I was actually able to chill because I was backed up on content because I had just been to San Juan, Orlando. Like I just had a lot of content, so I didn't have to go anywhere. So in August, I chilled out. And then September, it started picking up again. Because the content was running out. The content was running out. And I said, I can't leave my D's to hang. So in September, I did my birthday trip, which is, we went to Houston, Texas. We went back to Texas. And I absolutely had so much fun in Houston. Houston has the best brunch. Houston brunch don't owe me not a thing. I gotta go back to Houston just to go back to brunch because I want to try some other places. We went to Atomic Bottle and we had so much fun. And also in I think I went to Tampa in let me see. I went to Tampa in what are Tampa pictures? Okay, so yeah, we went to Tampa and Adriana was in Tampa. She was just trying a new city out, seeing how she liked it. So we went to Tampa in the beginning of September and that was a good time. We went wine tasting again because like I told you, I was trying to get my feet wet, trying to figure out what type of wines I like, what type of cocktails I like. Did I really like it? Like I was just trying new things and that was a good time. And we got some good content out of there. We went to main course. And what's so funny is, have y'all watched Selling Tampa? I just finished the episode, not the episode, I just finished the whole season. And when I was watching it, I saw the Allure Realty sign, and I was like, I know for a fact that I saw that. Like I remember seeing that. Like I'm a visual person. And I googled it and it was like 0.3 miles and it was the exact way that we walked into 7th and Grove. So yeah, we did a video on 7th and Grove. That was pretty good. And then we saw main course on the show, which we did a video on as well. So I said, okay, look at us, we doing good. So then at the end of September, we went to Houston. I did my birthday trip. We did an Airbnb. I told y'all the Airbnb was in the hood, but it was a really nice Airbnb. Airbnbs, I usually don't do Airbnbs. I like to do hotels just for security reasons. But I wanted everybody to have their own room, which everybody did, and it was a good time. I had a really good time in Houston. Like Houston was a good trip. It was a good group of people. For the Houston trip, it was me, Adriana, Alex, Nisha, and Gabby. Yeah, that's who went on my birthday trip. This year, it was a good vibe, no issues, no problems. The only problem that we had was it flooded. Like we was going to brunch. Y'all saw that. That was crazy. I was like, dang. That's like, to know that they have to deal with that all the time, because the people just seem unbothered, and I was flipping out. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want anything to happen to us. I cannot swim. We in all this water, and it was crazy. And then for Houston as well, my flight back got canceled. I guess this was due to the bad weather that we had. So we left Sunday morning. We were supposed to leave Sunday evening, but Sunday morning I just woke up randomly and I checked my phone and I found out that my flight had been canceled. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to work. I had to work that night. So I was like, I gotta get back to Florida. Like there's no in between, like I have to get back. So I called the people and they had 2 spots left for me and Adriana, because we flew in from the same airport, and we was able to make it back right in time for me to get a nap before work and to make it to work on time. And then for my actual birthday, I went to Tallahassee for FAMU's homecoming, and I stayed with Gabby. That was so much fun, because me and Gabby, I was gonna get a hotel, and Mama was gonna come up too, but I think something came up and she couldn't come. So we was gonna get a hotel, but she was like, no, Diasha, stay here so we can have our fun. I'm like, okay, whatever, Gabby. So I stayed with Gabby and we had a good time. Gabby pitched it like, okay, oh, and y'all know Gabby's birthday is October 31st and mine is October 28th. And she wanted all her friends to come up to celebrate her birthday. And it was my birthday too. It was family homecoming, and I was like, okay, why not? So she pitched it to me like it's not gonna be that expensive. You can stay with me, you can save money, you can drive. And y'all, it was all but that. Child, we went section crazy, bottle crazy, like it was crazy. We had a good time, but it was definitely not an affordable trip, okay? But it was worth it because we made a lot of memories. And we did get a section for Gabby's birthday. That's when I had on the red outfit, and it was fun. It was a good time. Like, we just had a good time. We had so many pictures and videos of us dancing, having a good time. It was just a vibe. And then in November, where did I go in November? Okay, in November, and this is where it got a little juicy. Okay, so in November, at the beginning of the month was Mom's birthday. We celebrated her birthday. We had a good time. Cool. And then for November, wait, I'm trying to think, why was I in Miami for? Because I had went to Miami before Mom's birthday. What was I there for? Oh, I'm skipping stuff, y'all. Okay, so on November 5th, they had the, I always say this wrong. It's the Millennium Tour. And if you guys don't know, the Millennium Tour is Puerto Rico, Omarion, Ashanti, Soulja Boy. It's just a whole list. And I absolutely loved Puerto Rico growing up. I love their songs. I ain't had no business singing that stuff, but I was living my best life. So I had to go to this concert. It was down in Miami. So I went down there. We got a hotel. We had fun. And the concert was awesome. And then Mom's birthday was the very next day. So I went to the concert on November 5th. I think I stayed down, and then November 7th, I had to be back for Mom's birthday dinner. And then after that, I went back to New York. Okay, so I told y'all in the first part of the video about how the first half of my year, I was like, what is New York? Like, this is where I want to live, all of that. But the second time I went back, it was everything that I knew it to be. Like, I fell in love with the city all over again. Me and Gabby went up because I was going to look for apartments and look at places that I want to live, because I do plan on transitioning back to New York. And back to New York, I don't have an exact time or an exact time period, but I know that that's what I want to do. So in November, we made plans to go up to New York. I looked at different areas. I found areas that I really liked, and I found some areas that I was like, I don't know about that. And I got a lot of content, and it was a good time. Like, I really enjoyed that trip. Me and Gabby, we bonded. We had Magnolia's Bakery that she's been asking for years, and we had a good time. So that was a successful trip. And then by the time I got back, I think a week or two, it was Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was a good time. We had Thanksgiving here at my parents' house, and that was so much fun. And then day after Thanksgiving, November 26th, is where it all started going downhill. So around before Thanksgiving, we were just chilling. I was working on my Vlogmas intro. I was trying to see what I wanted. I finally figured it out. I was doing all of that in New York as well. And once I left New York, I came back. I had all the content. I had started editing it. I had edited all 3 vlogs. I had edited almost all the Dining with Diasha's, like everything was done. And I closed my computer and I moved on like normal. After Thanksgiving, that whole week of Thanksgiving, we was busy. Like, I wasn't doing editing or anything. We was trying to get things ready for the family function because my parents hosted it. Y'all, I opened the computer on November 26th and the computer wouldn't come on. I said, okay, maybe it's dead. Maybe the computer is dead. I plugged it up, still no computer come on. I plugged up my work computer, it came on instantly. So I'm like, oh Lord. So I was able to get an appointment at Apple the same day. So on that day I had to go film all the content for New York. You guys have already seen that by now. And I got a call as I was filming that the computer would have to be shipped off. Okay, no big deal, ship it off. It is a big deal. November 26th. Vlogmas started on December 1st. I'm filming the content on November 26th, which means the stuff was not edited or ready to go by December 1st because I had the New York stuff planned. I had all the vlogs and stuff edited, right? But I didn't have the Dining with Diasha's edited because I was filming it on November 26th. So I get the call that the computer has to be shipped off. This is my editing computer. Vlogmas starts in 5 days. I have a trip that I'm supposed to be going on in 5 days on December 1st. But you know, I was a big girl about it. I was like, okay, shut the computer off, get it fixed. Cool. So that's what they did. They shipped it off and I got the computer back. It was fixed, it did come on, but all those vlogs that I edited was gone. All my music, all my aesthetic, all of that was gone. Everything on my computer was cleared out. All my YouTube stuff, all my Vlogmas stuff, everything was gone. Y'all. And mind you, okay, so I'm learning all of this while I am on a trip. I'm not gonna tell y'all where I was because that content is coming soon. But I went on this trip on December 1st. On the way to where I was going, I edited 5 to 6 videos on the plane. Okay, I had those all ready to go. The 7th video crashed in the whole computer. Like, this is my work computer. So since the editing computer was gone, I had to edit on my work computer, which is not set up to be an editing computer. So that computer crashed. So now I have the crashed work computer, then I have the editing computer that I still do not have. So I got 5 days of Vlogmas done. I don't have an editing computer. My work computer is crashed. And I'm just like, you know what? You know what? I can't do this. This is where I draw the line. I cannot do this. I have been working so hard. I have been consistent for a whole year. I was so excited to do Vlogmas. I was like, yeah, I'm in that Christmas spirit. Yeah, I was in a good mood. I was so excited. And then when I got the call that Mama was here and Mama got the computer while I was out of town, she turned it on and I was gonna get her to export the vlog so I can upload them and I can keep up with Vlogmas. But when she opened up the computer, there was nothing there. So I got back from the trip on maybe like December 6th or 7th, and I was jet lagged from said trip. I opened up the computer was still not working to its full capacity. So then I had to update the computer and still refresh it and still get it right. That took a day or two. And then I had to try to find all my stuff that I never found, that I just had to redo. And by that time, it was like Vlogmas Day 15 or 16. And that's when I made the post on the community tab to let y'all know, like, the computer's broken. Like, there's literally nothing I can do. Like, I had a second computer, I used it, that one crashed. The editing computer is still not working, and then I couldn't film. I'm just like, oh, and I wanted to do Vlogmas so bad, but this year just wasn't my year. So what I did was I just pushed through and continued the New York content. Since I was able to edit that, I had to re-edit all of that stuff, I had to refilm all of that stuff, and I had to still get it out to y'all. So at this point, you guys have seen all of that. So we've made it past the computer fiasco, and just going through all of that was just so emotional and tiring that I was just, it just drained all my Christmas spirit. And I was just like, I'm not finna come get in front of camera and I wasn't in it. Like, after that computer thing, and I had worked so hard and I had done so much, I was just like, I can't do it. So I did push through and I finished all the New York content. I didn't get to do any more Vlogmas videos, but I did film a what I got for Christmas, and you guys have already seen that by now. But that computer breaking was the straw that broke the camel's back, because I was just like, y'all, your girl was down bad. I was just like, no, like, I worked so hard and my computer just broke. Like, what is this telling me? And mom's just like, you gotta keep pushing, you gotta keep pushing. I'm like, I know, but I'm tired. My computer's broken, I don't have my content, I gotta re-edit it. So we made it past that, and we have made it to the new year. What to expect for 2021? Oh, not be saying 2021, what to expect for 2022. It's a new year. So I do plan to continue traveling. I don't plan on traveling as much. I mean, last year I didn't plan on traveling that much, but every time I would sit here minding my business, somebody was inviting me somewhere, and clearly I don't have the willpower to say no. Okay, so I do plan on traveling a little bit in 2022. I do plan on taking that trip that I got for Christmas. I do have some new things coming for the YouTube channel. We're gonna stay consistent and we're gonna keep pushing because we are doing good here. So let me know what y'all would like to see in 2022. Let me know if there's some restaurants that I need to try, because dining with Diasha has been all over the United States at this point, from the East Coast to the West Coast. We gotta go some new places in 2022. So with all that being said, make sure you are liking, make sure you are commenting down below what you want to see and what was your favorite video from 2021, and just let me know. Just talk to me in the comments. So that's going to be the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.